Hey, what's going on everyone? This is your boy Ice, back with another video. This video is going to focus on levels 22 to 28. I've been asked some questions about how to farm more efficiently, where to farm, and going over just the basics of how to farm AOE as a mage and dying less. That is one of the biggest components of leveling efficiently, is just straight up dying less. We're going to get right into it. And we are off to Hillsbrad. We're going to be focused on the 3 main farms in Northwest Hillsbrad. I'm sure you've played them before. There are 5 major quests there, but there's also the peasants and farmers as well as roaming mobs, which we're going to avoid. I'll show you exactly how. The biggest things we'll focus on, because of limited mana pool and lower level at 22, is moving less and casting more, getting more value for the spells you're casting. It's going to take about 3 blizzards and 2 novas to kill these guys, and you'll probably have to wand as well. These are all the spells available at level 22, which is when this build is viable and you can start. Also, the talent tree I highly suggest using, and I used, is this talent tree pictured. This first pull location is one of my favorites. There is this mob right here that I'm running into, which always spawns, and it's an awkward pull because a lot of times people will kill that out of order in terms of your pull. Now you'll see that I don't actually aggro those guys. I'm doing this at a higher level. I'm using a higher level blizzard, but normally you're able to aggro those guys in and get a very clean blizzard here. One of the reasons I do this pull is because in front of me is actually where a footman spawns, and so if you pull them back towards the field where you came from, towards the bears and lions, you're easily able to escape if you need to. Now I'm heading across. This is the next pull location that is optimally done. You'll see this other mage here doing it, and there's about 5 to 6 guys that'll spawn right here, right in front of me, and then 1 pat that will come down the right side of the fence. Now, this pat will actually wrap all the way around the fence and follow you if you come down this way. That is the only thing you have to worry about. Now, when you wand these guys, you want to make sure you wand the person in the back, and you can even hop over this fence to have to make them kite around if you're taking too many hits. Always wand in the back because that means you take less hits. Use your surroundings. Again, the reason I'm using this spot is because I can evade them very quickly and escape out the back. Not only that, I'm on higher ground. It makes it easier to land better blizzards. As you can see, I finished them off with a cone of cold. You don't have that, but typically you just wand them. I threw 2 blizzards. They were also a scuffed, nova. A lot of times there's other mages at this time. It's been out for a while, so you can get help. So be aware of that. Help other mages. They'll help you too. There's no harm in that. Now, next order of business, these guys spawn extremely quick. As you can see, these guys are already spawning. I'm not hopping layers or any of that. This is just strictly dynamic respawns. There's a lot of people here. You want to make sure you sit down and drink immediately because, again, you need your full mana to kill these guys. See me come right back out and use the same pull. Now, I am using a rank 1 blizzard just to show you what it would be like. I do have a little bit more spell power, so I'm hitting these guys a little bit harder. I think your spell would hit for about 22 to 24, whereas mine's hitting for 32. But you can see you can just finish them off. They're going to run away. It's very simple. And you could even hit them with the Frost Nova. That was only 2 blizzards. You have plenty of mana here. Even finish them off with a Fire Blast if you want. As we watch these clips here, I'm going to roll them at an increased frame rate, still wanting the guys in the back. I actually counterspelled that guy. Hop over the fence, you'll see they have to run around. Use that to your advantage if you're pulling guys farther back. This is my favorite spot right here, showcasing it again. Rank 1 Blizzard to show you the damage. You can actually blink right out there and evade these guys if something went wrong. And one of my favorite things to do is I don't like to Arcane Explosion. I'll Frost Nova them, finish them off with the last blizzard. You'll actually be here at your level, but it's the best thing to do because they'll run off and aggro mobs. Instead, Frost Nova, finish them off. Here we go. This is one of my favorite places as well. The two favorite pulls. Around that cart, they spawn so quickly. I dodge around the fence, and actually you would have aggroed that guy right there at your level. You might have had to reset, or if you could get off a quick poly, you have the extra mana. It's about 35 mana at your level, I believe. Look at that. The guy's already spawning next to the barn. The mage helped me out. Don't loot. Do not loot first. Look at that. Here comes the pat. If you had looted, you probably would have died, or you just had to blink off if you had the mana even. Instead, always sit down and drink first, because look how fast these guys are spawning. If you didn't drink, eat, you probably would have died. I don't know if you would have been able to get this pull off like I just did, but if you did, it was because you sat down, drank, and ate immediately. 2 blizzards, finish them off with a cone of cold. You wouldn't have been able to do that, but you could always fire blast, and they're going to start running away. Most likely have cone of cold off cooldown. By this time, farming this area this much, you either want to reset, make sure you're not dying, and you're going to have cold snap. I showed in the talent tree earlier that I actually had cold snap. That build was for level 23, but level 22 you absolutely need to do this with 3 out of 3 improved blizzard. You cannot do this build without 3 out of 3. You'll see there I pointed out the room. Never pull those tailors. They will just bash you and you'll die, guaranteed. Here we go, just doing some pulls. This mage is actually pulling as well, and this will happen, and this is a perfect example of just reset. I mean, if he comes back through and does that, great, you know, kill him off. But look at this. Now I have a full health guy. He just spawned. This is textbook reset right here. Yep, I go out here, reset, go into the shadows. Okay, somebody picked him up. I'll come back, help him out. Fire blast for the kill. But that's it. I'm going to roll some clips at a very high speed. See, this is the last pull I'll do that I'm going to talk about. And again, Footmen can spawn here. This is a very dangerous spot. I don't like doing this pull, but you can do it if there's this many people.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.